Honestly, I think Houston could lose.
I think Florida's very talented.
I'm not feeling that strong on any of the teams.
I think Clemson is really good this year.
Love Maryland and their path here. This should not be a 5 seed.
I think that's the team that'll give St. John's the best run.
Going to my Elite Eight is Creighton. I feel like they can surprise a lot of people.
Watch out for Tennessee.
Yeah, I think it's just Big East year.
Welcome back, Woolies. March Madness starts today. The games are kicking off, and Sam is going to cover the South region today. Ryan's going to cover the East region. Jaden's going to cover the West region, and Patrick's going to cover the Midwest region. We're going to go over who we think is the favorite to come out of each region, an upset game in each region, and who the sleeper team to win the region is. So, to start off with Sam.
All right. So for my favorite team out of the conference, I feel like Michigan State should win it. I feel like they're the best team in college basketball. An upset that I have, I mean, it might be a little biased. UNC is going to win. A sleeper team that I have them going to my Elite Eight is Creighton. I feel like they can surprise a lot of people.
For the East region, I have, this is also biased, Duke coming out winning it all. As a Duke fan, I think they basically have it all. An upset, I have Akron beating Arizona. And for a player to watch, I have Mark Sears of Alabama. He's a good guard who always plays well in playoffs.
In the West region, I like St. John's. I like St. John's winning it all. Their defense is just so, they're so aggressive. They're so good. Rick Pitino's a great coach. An upset, I have Drake possibly beating St. John's. I think that's the team that'll give St. John's the best run. And
They're like 30-3.
Drake, yeah, they lost.
They have a really cool story too, because their coach was a Division II coach, and he went to Drake, and all of their players just didn't want to have a new coach, so they all followed him to Drake, and now it's pretty much a Division II team having a 30-win season in Division I, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, and they're one of the only teams that has 30 wins. They have more wins than Auburn.
Yeah, no, Drake's really good. Player to watch, JT Toppin on Texas Tech. If they can beat Drake, he'll dominate really everything.
I have the Midwest, and I think my favorite coming out, I actually really like Clemson. Even though they're playing a tough McNeese team, I think Clemson is really good this year. Even though they didn't do great in the ACC, I think they're a really good team. And my player is probably Braden Smith. I think he's going to go off against High Point.
I'll cover the West here because I really like that region. I'm a big fan. Florida, I see them getting by in the first round.
I think that second round game's going to be tough.
Their second round game, I mean, if you run into UConn, they're like a conditioned team. They've played some tough games. And Dan Hurley has won 2 straight national championships. Like, if you were to say right now, Florida does look like the best team in the nation, but I don't think that's going to carry over into March Madness. So I think they could get upset early. I love Maryland and their path here through Grand Canyon. And then, I mean, Memphis as a 5 seed is insane. Memphis should not be a 5 seed.
You think they should be lower?
Yeah.
I don't know how Memphis gets a 5 and Louisville gets
Yeah,
an
exactly. Memphis should not be a 5 seed, and Louisville should not be that low. Missouri and Drake is probably my favorite first-round matchup in the entire tournament.
Kansas, Arkansas, too.
Yes. Also great matchup. St. John's, I see them going very far. Missouri, they got to get through Drake, and Drake has to get through Missouri. Like, that's a really good game. So that is probably my favorite region. Yeah. All right, I've got some true or false questions about the bracket for you guys. Mason, you're up first. True or false, a 1 seed will get upset in the first round?
I'm gonna go with false. I mean, they're the 1 seeds are the 1 seeds for the reason. So I think they definitely get by the first round, all of them.
I mean, I'm also going to go false. It's only happened like twice, right?
Yeah, 22-2 in the last 24 years.
I also
Or
think
12 years.
the 16 seeds aren't as good. I don't think there's not any good 16 seeds. But if there was to be a 1 seed, it'd be Duke.
Yes.
They're so young.
Terrible.
I agree.
Terrible pick.
I would.
You guys have false?
I think,
Yeah, we
honestly,
false.
I think Houston could lose.
I do too.
They're too well coached.
No, I think Houston could
I think
lose.
Auburn and Duke could lose.
True or
That's-
false? A 5 seed or lower will make the Final Four.
I'm gonna go with true. March Madness is so entertaining because the 1 seed doesn't always win, and I think that the 5 seeds this year are pretty good. I think Michigan could go on a run, and I could see those teams making the Final Four.
I'm gonna go true. I think one of my sleeper picks is UCLA. I think they're gonna go deep.
All right, Ryan.
I'm gonna go with true also. I think teams like Creighton, Louisville at 8 and 9 can definitely make a difference. I also think as a 5 seed, Memphis could make it.
All right,
So.
Pat.
Give me Drake.
All right.
I like BYU. I think BYU can get out of that division. BYU's good. They beat good teams.
True or false? Duke doesn't make it to the Elite Eight.
I'm gonna go false. I think that Cooper Flag is too good, and I hope he's back in time for the tournament. But I think they can win their first round game without him, and he would definitely be back for the second round game. So I think he's too good, and I think they're gonna get to the lead.
I think that I'm gonna go true. I think Caleb Love haunts Duke, and Arizona's gonna beat them in
I
the
like
Sweet
it.
16.
I agree.
The guy who left.
I have false.
what do you
I think
think?
Duke's easily gonna make the Elite Eight. Yeah, I mean with Cooper Flag and Con Knipple, there's no really way to defend them very well.
Pat.
So I think Duke's winning it all, but if there was a team to beat them in the division, I think it'd be Baylor. VJ Edgecombe is just so good.
Yeah.
He's just so good.
He's really good.
I agree with Sam. I think Arizona. The only thing with Arizona is they don't defend well when they're
At all.
playing bad,
At all.
but they can score. I think Caleb Love will take over and beat them.
Boys, let's hear it. Your Final Four and your champion.
Okay, from the East, I have Duke. From the Midwest, I have Tennessee. From the South, I have Creighton. And from the West, I have Florida. And in my winner, I have Duke. They're too talented.
All right, for my Final Four, I have Michigan State, St. John's, Arizona, and UCLA. And then I have St. John's beating Arizona in the championship.
From the South, I have Michigan State. From the West, I have St. John's. From the East, I have Wisconsin. And from the Midwest, I have Houston. And my champion I have as Houston.
From the South, I have Michigan State. From the West, I want to go St. John's. From the Midwest, I think Tennessee's going to make it out. From the East, Duke's going to make it out, and Duke's going to win it all.
From the South, I have Michigan State. From the West, I have Drake. From the Midwest, I have Clemson. And from the East, I have Duke. And I have Michigan State winning.
From the South, I got Michigan State. West, St. John's. Midwest, I'm kind of up in the air. It's either Kentucky or Tennessee. I'm going to say Kentucky. And the East, BYU. And I think Michigan State will win it all.
All right, Woolies, enjoy the games, and good luck to all of you in your brackets.
Drake and St. John's run that division, West region.
I think Florida's very talented.
I'm not feeling that strong on any of the teams.
I think Houston could lose.
Watch
Yeah.
out for Tennessee.
Yeah, I
Their belt, and then
Grant
they have
Nelson,
to play.
punk.
BYU.
I think it's just Big East year.
So young.
Terrible.
I agree.
terrible pick.
I would.
There's not any good 16 seeds. But
Tennessee, baby.
I think 10.
The 1 seeds are the 1 seeds for the reason.
If Bama runs into Wisconsin,
They're done.
They're